Montana is known for big skies, endless forests, and especially on the western side of the state, huge mountains. In the northern reaches of the state is Glacier National Park, one of the most popular parks in our country due to the colossal scale of the landscape. Glacier is, of course, a must-see location, but if you've been, you'd know one trade-off are crowds, and yes, even the occasional traffic jams reminiscent of Yellowstone. Finding a parking spot can be hard at times. You have timed entries, lines, you know the hassles. And if you're like me, sometimes you just want to leave the crowds behind and explore the lesser-known sights. Bordering the western edge of Glacier National Park is the Flathead National Forest, complete with pristine rivers, pine forests, and a labyrinth of dirt roads, perfect for those who love excitement and exploration. Oh, and the views ain't too shabby either. On this episode, I'm going to share the highlights of my time exploring the area west of Glacier. We'll drive through the heart of grizzly bear country, drive right up to the Canadian border, and we'll even camp and fish. So please join me today as we explore the Flathead National Forest, an area west of Glacier National Park. Our adventure officially kicks off in Columbia Falls, Montana, our last chance to stock up on camping supplies before heading into the Flathead National Forest. From there, we'll take a bumpy dirt road to our base of operations for the next couple nights at Big Creek Campground, situated along the North Fork of the Flathead River. My goodness, we are just 4 miles away. You could see the North Fork of the Flathead River. And this might be the worst road I've ever driven on in my life. It's got like the consistency of pavement with washboards, like really hard washboards. And there's a sign, Big Creek Campground, and I'm looking for site 14 as my reservation for today and tomorrow night. So I'm gonna film to give you my first impression of the site. We'll see if it's as good as I think it's gonna be. We're in site 14, so to the left would be sites blah blah blah. So we want to go left actually. So 12 through 22. Yep, this is kind of what I remember from a video. So there's site 12, and these people got like 3 people in that site. Site 13, I think I'm the next one. I am indeed. I am really close to site 13, which it is what it is, but I'm gonna back on in here and here is my first impression, my first look, and this is heaven. Absolute beauty here. I'm gonna put my tent, I think, right over here, and I'm gonna be hearing this all night long. Now you guys know what I'm talking about. I'm going straight to the river. People are out there fishing, they're waiting. I'm gonna do the same thing. Oh my gosh. I chose wisely, I would say. Well, I guess I'm gonna get to it and try to start getting things set up here so we can try to make, I got plenty of time. And the sun sets, I think, after 9. We came so far north. In the summer, the sun sets a lot later, so I got all the time in the world. And there it is. The tent is set up. I can tell you the rainfly was still soaking wet as it was this morning, but now that I have it up, it's already dried in short order. Just needed some sun and some breeze, but perfect place for a tent. My hope is that, you know, throughout the night I hear this beautiful noise and it just soothes me to sleep. Big Creek Campground sits along the wild and scenic North Fork of the Flathead River in the Flathead National Forest, offering a peaceful forest retreat just outside the northwestern boundary of Glacier National Park. Surrounded by dense evergreens, cool mountain air, and crystal clear river water, this campground is a favorite among paddlers, anglers, families, and those seeking quiet camping near Glacier without the crowds. Big Creek is a relatively small campground at around 22 sites in total. The sites are generally well spread out and under the canopy of trees. Amenities are a little sparse. Each site does get a fire ring, picnic table, and shared bear locker. But other than that, there are just vault toilets but no running water or electric hookups for RVs. But we prefer things a little more on the rustic side. You'll want to make reservations in advance on recreation.gov, and if you want to check out the campsites, visit our website, campview.com, where you can see every single site in the campground before you book. We also have a YouTube channel of the same name. We'll put links to all those in the description below. We actually prefer camping here over the more popular options inside Glacier National Park. The river access, fishing, and general relaxing vibe makes this a top choice for those looking for an alternative to national park camping. So I guess the native fish are bull trout and west slope cutthroat trout, but they also have rainbow trout, which are non-native, and then lake trout. Oh wow, lake trout in here, which are non-native. And then you got these two guys, I think the west slope cutthroat and the bull trout. And I think she said that the reason why you can't fish to the left is because of the bull trout. But I am catching and releasing. So, oh yeah, no fishing for bull trout. Oh, he caught something, I think. He did. I'm zoomed in as far as I can go. Let's see. Yeah, he did catch something. After a refreshing night's sleep by the river, I woke up ready to take on a busy day of recreating in the surrounding forest. My plan was to head over to our staging spot for a drive up some dirt roads that cut through dense state forest, as well as sections of the Flathead National Forest. There's a road that starts just north of the nearby tourist town of Whitefish and Whitefish Lake, named Lower Whitefish Road. If you use OnX Off-Road, the published route someone created is called Red Meadow Creek. The portion we are driving is about 30 miles in length and is rated as easy as it gets, weather pending. The road cuts through forests that host one of the healthiest populations of grizzly bears in the US. Oh, this is cool. I'm gonna take a shot of this for reference later. Basically, this is grizzly bear habitat, and grizzly and black bears inhabit the area. So basically, this is a good visual. You know, there are differences if you need to be able to tell the difference. I've seen some black bears. Sometimes they're not black. Sometimes they actually look brown. But one thing that I have been told, I think I saw a grizzly once in Yellowstone. I was so far away I wasn't sure. But I know that the grizzlies have like this, their shoulders I think are much more pronounced, for example, than a black bear's. And you could see the tracks are what I'm kind of interested in. If I ever see that around the campground now, I know what to kind of look out for, and I can consult this later. Here, berry, berry, berry. I'm sure if there's any around here, with my loud mouth, I've already scared them off. Most bear, I think, are very fearful of people and they want nothing to do with you. Okay, now that we're staged, situated, and know about the bears, let's go deep into the woods. This drive is very pleasant. Much of it goes through dense forest, providing ample opportunities for wildlife viewing. And for those wanting peace, seclusion, and an easy time, this one is for you. On a good day, most vehicles can do this one. But so far, yeah, this was a nice, pretty drive through the woods. Just gonna go slow and enjoy the day. Like, I actually have all day. I have technically now, I guess because of sunset, if you include civil twilight, I've got like 12 hours to spend doing whatever the heck I want. A few miles north of our starting point, we found a safe spot to pull over and a clearing that allowed us to get airborne and check out one of the area's many secluded lakes. Got a little view here of the lake, Upper Whitefish Lake. Isn't that a daisy? Oh, you hear that? That's like one of those iconic, I don't know if you picked up some kind of bird, but it's like a sound effect they use in a lot of movies when you're outdoors. Like, you hear that? You hear that? Hopefully you can hear it and someone can tell me what that is. It's a very iconic sound. But I do have a good, launching point if I want to get the drone up. As you progress through this dirt road route, you'll encounter many stunning landscapes and mountain views. Most are definitely worth stopping for and taking advantage of some beautiful photo ops. I think that's Whitefish Mountain. If any locals or anybody knows better, feel free to comment down below and correct me if I'm wrong. But this is a scene right here. This is absolutely gorgeous. This is what I've came out here for. Out in the backcountry of Montana, deep in National Forest land, nobody around. How it's summer, it's lush, it's green, it's in the 70s up here. I ain't got the words. There's also beautiful meadows and hidden spots back here, complete with plenty of dispersed camping, perfect for those seeking maximum seclusion. I don't know why I love alpine meadows so much. It's like ever since I went up to the Sierra Nevada last year, that became my new thing. I could set a chair up right here next to a nice cozy fire, a nice cup of coffee, read a book, whatever you like to do, play some guitar. And this is probably a great place to watch out for wildlife. All in all, this route is perfect for about a half-day adventure at a leisurely pace. We could spend weeks exploring back here happily. The deeper we go, the thicker everything becomes. Even the pine trees, it's like every pine tree occupies like as much space as it can. And it's getting dark back here. If you enjoyed that little route, you'll like this next one. At the point we came back out to the main road where if we turn right,
we'd head back to the campground, we opted instead to turn left towards the Canadian border.
Columbia Falls, where we actually started, is 41 miles down that ways, which is down North Fork Road, which in theory should go right by the campground. So when I'm done, I could just make a beeline there. Or we go left to the Canadian border in 16 miles. And I don't know what we're gonna find between here and there, but probably will be beautiful. I'm right west of Glacier National Park, outside of the park boundary. And Slim and I have been enjoying driving these mountain roads through the woods. Slim and Glenn make a run for the border.
This is North Fork Road. Along the way, we'll get some amazing views of West Glacier, drive right up to the border, and end it with a world-renowned sweet treat. And if the first road wasn't easy enough, this road is even easier. Just a couple miles into the route, we crossed a couple pristine mountain streams worth taking a look at.
As I was driving by, you guys couldn't see it because the camera's facing forward, but I saw this and I just saw how crystal clear this water is. I was like, oh, is this a good place to fish? Probably not, like right here, it's so shallow and fast moving, but this is what I'm talking about. This is Montana. This is the part of Montana that I just find beautiful. I love streams like this.
And then not far from that stream, we came across the best views of West Glacier we saw that day.
So that, my friends, I believe, is we're looking towards Glacier National Park. In fact, I don't know if that's a glacier up there on that mountain. I see a white patch. I could feel Bob Ross smiling from up above on that one, on that drone flight. That was as pretty as it gets almost.
From there, we drove a few more very easygoing miles up North Fork Road. The ride was quite simple, pleasant, and we saw virtually no other people on this leg of the journey. And before you know it, you'll come to the road's end, the border between the US and Canada, where you'll see what appears to be a now-defunct border crossing station.
Just to kind of prove it, we'll look at this first. You got river access for the Canadian border and our national forest. And then you've got the US Border Patrol and Customs right here. So that there would be Canada. So entry into Canada is prohibited. I would say I've made it to our northern border here. This here, I believe, I don't know, whatever that was, I guess you used to be able to probably drive through, and that was probably the checkpoint, but it looks like it's long since been shut down. But like, here's as far as I can go. I'll walk right up to the fence. Basically, yeah, I think we're essentially looking, I'm just gonna call it, we're looking at a different country.
After spending a few minutes exploring the area around the border, there's nothing left to do other than head back the way we came, but with one last stop for a sweet reward. Welcome to Polebridge. Polebridge is a historic town located right outside some of the western attractions of Glacier National Park. One of the familiar landmarks here is an old mercantile, built in 1914 to serve homesteaders in the area. Today, it serves delicious baked goods, including its world-renowned Huckleberry bear claws. So I figured there's no better way to wind down our exploration of the Flathead National Forest than to try one.
But I had to try me one of these things. I mean, when in Rome. So this was definitely the place. I got this Huckleberry bear claw. It's supposed to be the thing with this place that I read about. It's supposed to be world famous. You could smell the aroma through the plastic. It smells so good.
So with bear claw in hand, let's make our way back to our home base at Big Creek, where we'll give this northern pastry a try.
It's time for the bear claw. See that? See all that huckleberry, that jelly, hopefully. So I'm gonna start with like the best part. And I can give you the full report that way, or a pretty good report if this is really world class like I heard. One more time. Look at all that, it's real huckleberry. You can actually see the berry on it. See that? Hopefully it's not blurry. Oh, it smells so good. It smells like a pastry, like a Danish kind of thing, but with that huckleberry smell, like berry smell. It seems amazing, just the smell. It smells fresh, it feels fresh, it's got some give. Now only the last thing to do is to try it. Look at that. They're not cheap. On the inside, it's stuffed. That is a quality pastry. I'm gonna tell you that right now. It's good. It's delicious. It's amazing. Oh, baby. I got more of the gravy that time. There's a little bit of tartness to the berry. It's not dry at all. It almost sounds like a croissant texture on the outside, with like stuff full of like real berries. Like you feel them squish as you eat, and almost like a jelly, or like just, it's like smashed berries, man. So let's just enjoy the river one last time, because I have to pack it up in the morning, and probably going to more dramatic landscapes, but more people filled. A little bit more hectic, I predict, but still probably will be overlooked by the grandeur and beauty.
Well, my friends, that about wraps this one up. I wanted to share a taste of the Flathead National Forest, huckleberry bear claw and all. My time spent here left me with lasting memories, and I consider it the pinnacle of my summer trip to Montana. If only life could be like this all the time. If you enjoyed tagging along with us, please do all the YouTube things. Like, share, subscribe. You know the drill. And if you really want to fuel the Cactus Atlas in the future, consider contributing to our Buy Me a Coffee site. It helps put fuel into my hungry truck slim, and puts bear claws in my belly. We provided links below if you want to learn more. It's a huge help and greatly appreciated. Be sure to check back in a few days when we'll be releasing new content. I hope you enjoyed this one, and remember, Bob Ross would be proud.